Welcome to the Old Boar Plays City Skylines 2 for slower computers. This is a series where I'm giving you my tips, tricks, advice, and I'm doing it to show you by example how I would build a city for a slower computer. This is too big. And I like to get down on the ground and kind of look at the city. Yeah, so we have a very small population here, and we're about to put in a rail yard. And this whole area of rail yard, cargo station, train station, passenger station, you know, this is our main line in from the outside connection. And right over here is going to be it's actually a rail interchange. It's just a Y is all it is. I have a series on Railway 2. Probably going to want to come off straight. See what that junction looks like. And if you're going to get that and you're not happy with this black here, just start over. You're going to want to come off at a node. Probably at the curve, maybe here. Not at a very heavy angle, maybe 8 degrees. Whoops, that's a road. Use train tracks. Not for sure how this is going to come off. It's a little wonky there, actually. That's not correct. They did a really good job with these train tracks. They're way more advanced than City Skylines 1. That's really why I started the channel, is because I couldn't find videos for Railway 2, which is a set of assets for really realistic, very realistic train tracks. And I had to learn a lot of it on my own, and I decided to start a channel. And my very first series is on Railway 2 train networks for City Skylines 1. You see it go gray, you know that you have gone underground. And you could make these a little bit closer to each other, but I'm just going to be good with it. You know, you could make this tunnel, and I'm not for sure the train, it's not going to allow you to clip. These train tracks don't allow you to clip. And we're going to want to take this train. We're going to have another little populated place over in here, and we're going to put the train station on this side. So we're going to do the same again here. And the longer you stretch that, the less the trains don't go down a steep hill into those. Where's the edge of the map? It's over in here. Okay. So we're going to curve this. Bridges are usually straight across. That's a very expensive bridge. Let's see about curving it this way. That was just a little bit too much of a curve. We want this curve to be semi-parallel with the highway there, and then raise it up just a bit to start this bridge across the river. See how I made my curve too strong? Still a bit strong, but we'll be okay. And now we want straight bridge across. That's 180 degrees there. Yeah, so I made a series about Railway 2 train tracks and assets. Because I wanted to give people those videos on how to do that. I'm just going to barely do it. And I didn't raise it up. Let's see how that looks. That's better. It's not perfect. I'm kind of liking the fact that I don't need the Move It mod much. And a lot of the other mods, if you think about it, I'm liking that fact. This is ground level now. That's a road. Not used to building train tracks. I didn't get to build a lot of them. See if we got it down to ground level. You could slightly curve this so that you're along the edge of the highway. It's too much. We're just going to take it straight off the edge of the map. This is not right. This end piece is not right. Yeah, I used to have a mod for that to get that outside connection. So this is our outside connection, and there will be a train station over here in this little populated place. But you don't know what the game is going to name that. I think I might fix this. It's going to be hard to fix it. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. We want to go down here. Oh my goodness. This is actually a better slope down, but you can see how it slopes down. You're never going to see that train do that, but we're just going to live with that the way it is. This is actually a little better here, this side, but it is functional. This is a little bit of a dip here. You don't want that dip. That's not going to look right when the train comes through. And it might be pretty hard to get done right. It's the way it was, and we're going to leave it. We ended up with it the way it was. It's okay. And this should be straight, actually, but I think we're going to fix it this way. And this is a big project. We're trying to get our rail yard in. And this is a very large loop. What this does is it allows the trains from either side of the outside connection to come into here. And I like to look at these because I want to see how smooth these transitions are. Yeah, to get catenaries on either side, a single catenary on a transition, and have this one work out, you had to have network skins, adaptive networks, Railway 2, and it was not easy to get this to do this. So this is an aspect of the game that they got right that I don't know if anybody really knows. They spent a lot of time getting the rail networks right that they did not spend on other things. Anyway, this is not a cool connection here. We need to take this out. And I'll eventually get used to putting in rail. But you pretty much want to bring it all the way up there, and then click, and then come in, because if you see black, something is wrong. Here again is another very, very good railway connection. And the catenaries are worked out. I don't know who worked on that, but I'm amazed that they were able to get that right. So this is the way this connection comes into here, and this is the way it comes into here. And our main problem with putting in the rail yard is we really need all of these pieces to be straight in here. This is fairly straight. We're just going to do this so that we can kind of get the idea of where our flat area needs to be. And this is flat here. So we're going to take that height and kind of continue on with it. We'll fix this later. And then, well, we want to go ahead and stay with this. Oops. And then right from here to here, I put the wrong tool on. And so your rail yard is this one. And you want the road on this side. Let me make sure I've got the terrain correct here. And then your rail yard is going to go in here. And this will have to trim way back, way back. Because we're going to take this height and stretch it up. And this height and this height and stretch it up like that. I just right clicked on those. So that's the rail yard, and the train station is going to be over here, and the cargo station is going to be up here somewhere. You don't want that train station right near that. This is the train depot where engines come in and out of, and passenger cars are sorted, and it even has a cargo passenger sorting rail yard. You're building your own rail yard without having to build it by plopping it. You plopped the rail yard. It's okay. But this is the main through line right here. And that needs two tracks. You might want to put it about right here. You want to use straight track. Now this is one way in. It's one way in and out. It's not a one-way it's not a one-way track. Because they're coming in and out. And you want to stretch this out even farther to bring these into it. And probably the best way to do it would take a node about here, which is 300 yards away from it. And as soon as you quit seeing red, maybe we could do it a little bit more. And now curve this in. When you see the two X's, when you see the two white lines crossing an X, no, that was incorrect. And we got it all, so it's okay. We're going to do this straight off. About what? 300 yards at this node. Now you can see those catenaries come in spaced correctly. The ballast is a little wonky there. Maybe you're supposed to curve these off. I wouldn't be surprised. You take a node, go up to the next node and start your curve off. At about a whatever angle that is. No. Just take a small piece of track and come off straight. On this side of the track. See, you've got two lines. That's the way it works. And now use a curved track. And just curve it in. And that's the beginnings of the rail yard. We'll finish up this rail yard in the next session. It's going to be cool. We've got a rail yard now. And this is the cargo half. This is the passenger train half. Super nice. So thank you for watching the old boar play City Skylines 2. Take care now.